review. Fangirl review. Fangirl review. Fangirl review. And welcome to my channel. Hi guys, it's Vicky from Fangirl Review, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. I see y'all pulling up. I appreciate y'all. I see the crew is here. Thank you so much. And tonight we're sitting down with the beautiful and amazing All Gold Queen.
Hello.
Yay! I don't have the boom 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 like right. I think I was a
That was
poor.
good.
You gotta teach me how to do it correctly because I pull up and you do it amazing and then I'll be like.
I had years of practice, but my poom has gotten a little bit tired now. It's got real tired lately.
Listen, I understand because I was like, she does it so perfectly. It's like all like everybody has like their sayings.
Yes.
I try to do them and it just be. Fangirl, just stop. Don't do that.
Nah, you did good. You did good. You did well.
Oh my gosh. So, welcome in. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is All Gold Queen? How did you come up with the name? I think that's what a lot of people love to learn is how we come up with our names. Is there a history? Did you have a different name before this name? How'd you get here?
That's a good question. So, how I came about All Gold Queen is I had an Instagram name, All Gold Less. And my name was All Gold because growing up, my mother always like implemented gold jewelry, right? She's like, we only wear gold jewelry. That's the only color that looks good on us. I said, okay. And so it kind of like built off of that All Gold everything with Trinidad James. And then Queen ended up being incorporated because that was always my name for Call of Duty. So I would always play COD multiplayer, all the different Cold Wars, Black Ops. My name was Queen, and I found a way to manipulate my Activision name to just be Queen with no other anything.
Wow.
Yes, and so pretty much what I did was I talked to who are now my mods, Icy Puma and Juice Dog, and I gave them a list of names, and they voted which ones they liked the most, and they voted for I'll Go Queen. So that's how we got here.
No, that's amazing. No, okay.
Thank you.
No, that's cool that you were able to get Queen like with no numbers and underscores and extra periods and all that stuff. What?
Yes, because you can manipulate the Activision system where you do have like a bunch of numbers at the end of it because everybody's name is Queen, but you're able to have it just straight up just Queen on display name when you're playing COD. So, unfortunately, I changed it to All Gold Queen to be on brand, but it was really hard for me. It took me like a year to change my name to All Gold Queen on
Well,
my
yeah,
console
to
and
like let
game
go of
system.
that after like so long, like because
Hmm.
you get used to like that's yours.
Yes, it was tough. It was tough, but yes.
Yeah. So welcome in, Slick Witted 5. Appreciate the follow. Wrinkled Poppy. Welcome in. I appreciate you pulling up. I love reading people's names, and I
Same.
apologize if I destroy anybody's name. If you like put a whole bunch of letters and it's really just Bob, and I just don't pronounce it correctly, I am sorry. I'm just gonna say that now because people have like capital and then lowercase, and then I just be messing it up. I'm sorry. Okay, that's my disclaimer. Y'all heard it.
Same, literally same. They get on me all the time because I think it's something about the vowels. I will ruin a name. I will ruin a name. So the excitement I get when someone's like, "You got it right first try," I'm like, "Thank you."
Like, thank you.
Like,
Yes.
sigh of relief. Oh,
I know because it's stressful, especially if it like all of a sudden it clicks and you're like, "Oh, that's your name." Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it.
yes, yes,
You know,
yes,
it be murdering some names out here.
yes.
So, what first got you into like streaming? Because I remember, let's go back in time. I love, first of all, listen, y'all, it's going to come up a lot. And I apologize now to everybody as you guys continue to watch these episodes that we discuss Clubhouse. I'm telling y'all now, I'm sorry, because this is Clubhouse family here, and that's how I met a lot of people. Is we were all in our houses,
Hmm.
and we're all
Yes.
starting out like streaming and learning and growing with each other. And I remember this beautiful young lady came into the clubhouse room and like, oh, what's your name? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Man,
And
it's crazy.
when we first met you, you were like, I want to get into it, and you were talking about it. We're like, we got you, whatever you need. So tell us a little bit about that. I see my Silky in there. Team Silky all day. Hey, boo.
Hmm. Definitely Team Silky. So how it happened was always played games that people assume were masculine. And I was always the girl that was considered good for a girl, right?
Mm,
I let it
mm.
slide.
Let's talk
I
about
let it
that.
slide.
Mm.
Yes. And so I always felt like, there were so many women out there that were also really good at the game, better than a lot of men at the game. And so I ended up playing with more women along before I became a streamer. So I met people like Icy Puma. I met a lot of really good friends from just playing Call of Duty. And so everyone I played with was like, "Yo, you're so funny. You're so good. You should stream." And I'm like, "What does it mean to stream? What is
Mm-hmm.
streaming?" And so over time, all of the encouragement kind of got to me for some reason in 2021, the new year. I had it on my vision board. I went to a vision board party in 2020 with my
Okay.
best friend, and I did not make my vision board at all. I sat there playing around, bothering people, joking around. But what I did write on a piece of paper is that this is personal. I wanted to stop smoking. I wanted
Okay.
to lose weight, and I wanted to stream. I just wanted to see what it was like.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the beginning of it. And then I'm telling you, like the world works in mysterious ways. I got Clubhouse was popular for so many reasons. So I was just on Clubhouse just to be on Clubhouse. I was on there like 3 o'clock in the morning listening to all the little messy demon time talk.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Ooh, those club.
yes,
Oh. Mm.
honey.
And you'll never point out who was in them rooms now.
Because those rooms was very, you know what. And so what I ended up doing was putting that I played Call of Duty. I was always saying gamer girl everywhere I was, no matter what the context was. So Andre ended up messaging me and was like, hey, I see you said you're a gamer girl. You're from St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis. Would you like to join this group? And I was like, yeah, why not? So that is literally what manifested it all. That's literally what started it all. If I never got that message from him, I'd probably still be in those clubhouse rooms 3 o'clock in the morning, listening to a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Uh, so I came to the first meeting. You guys were so welcoming, so loving, so like invested in like helping me out. And that I went and talked to Icy Puma and Juice Dog, and I was like, I had such a good time. I think I'm ready to stream. I just need to get my setup. I need to get my camera. I need to get everything going. So I literally set a plan. I planned, I want to stream by my birthday, which was January 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so basically that was my goal. I ended up streaming before it. I ended up being so overzealous one day that I just turned my stream on. I already had my name prepared. I already had my account set up. I already had like 25 followers thanks to Clubhouse. And so I just went in blindly on my PlayStation 5. So yeah, that's how we got here. That's how we got here. And one PlayStation 5 stream, 12-hour stream, no
Ooh.
camera,
Ooh.
no camera. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna stream every day with no camera on, and I'm not gonna turn my camera on until we become affiliated. And we got affiliation in 7 days.
Yep.
So
Yes.
it was
I
amazing.
remember that. We celebrated that 7 day. Listen.
It
Them 7
was
days is
unreal.
hard, yo. But
Oh my
it's
goodness.
so much stress. I just call it Hell Week. I call it Hell Week.
Yes.
That's what it is. Because you gotta like just push, and it's like like I don't even want to stream today. Let me
No,
turn this damn thing on.
no. And at that time, I was working full time, and I had over 200 students.
Mm.
And I was literally meeting with them in meetings and then also meeting with my team. And so it was just like, I'm gonna make this work because it makes me happier than I've ever been. And so it ended up being like self-care for me. And my streams were never 12 hours long after that point. And so there were always like 2, 3 hour streams, but like just being consistent is what got me to where I am today, for
Yeah,
sure.
I love that. Listen, that consistency, that'll do it every time. But
Yes.
you started doing them long streams. I would go to sleep and you would be streaming, and I would wake up and you would be streaming.
Yeah, absolutely. I got into the long streams because it was almost like, yo, the energy's there. We're having fun. It was never really an objective. It was always just like, the vibes are still here. We're still
Mm-hmm.
awake. And they became even longer once I took a severance from my job because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so I stopped working in July. So I was able to just really like be involved in streaming. It wasn't technically content creation because I wasn't uploading clips. I wasn't doing anything that I should have been doing, like, with the reels and the TikToks. I was just vibing with my family, and I would never change anything,
No.
honestly.
And like
So
that's
yeah.
like and that's what it's all about. It's just like having that fun time. But how do y'all
Yes.
be staying awake? Like, I want to know the secret because, baby, I be sleeping. Debbie Snacks coming through with the raid. Hey, Debbie. I think you were just playing Far Cry 5. Welcome in. Queen, I see you. The boy Joe was good. I see you. Welcome in. Raw Clicks, I see you over there on Kick. I appreciate you. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody, but welcome in, welcome in. Prime, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? Oh, the Toxic Factory. Yes, welcome in, Debbie. I appreciate you sharing your audience and your community with me. Y'all make sure you are following our content creator, All Gold Queen. I mean, I'm sure you guys are already following her. So if you're not, I don't know what y'all was doing. Okay. Okay.
Appreciate you. Love you, Debbie. Much love, Debbie.
So you've been streaming. How long have you been streaming now? It's how
I've
many?
been streaming 2 years and 7 months.
Yeah, right. I was like, wait, I could do the math. 2 years and
Two.
7 months.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that path to partner life. How was that? Oh.
Let me tell you something about Path to Partner. It was probably one of the most difficult things
Mm.
I have ever done in such a short amount of time. So much so that I almost stopped streaming after I got partner because I was so drained.
I hear that people get partner and they're like, I'm gone for 2 months. I listen. I'll be back.
Yes, I literally got partner and I was gone for 2 weeks, just processing it all and just, is this what I really needed? Is this what I wanted?
Hmm.
And the path to partner, the beginning was so real because it was so organic. It was so like, oh, wait a minute. Our average is at 60. We might as well push for partner, right?
Yes.
And so that was all from PS5 consoles. So from January 2021 to June 2021, all PS5 streams. Juice Dog told me to get a PC, so I got a PC. I took a loan out, got a PC, paid for it myself. And I was like, yo, I could stream longer than ever. There's nothing stopping me. So we pushed those long streams. We ended up getting in a connection with Call of Duty. And so I ended up becoming a
Uh,
Call of Duty creator,
yeah, we gonna
which
come
is
back.
pretty
We gonna
awesome.
circle back to all that. But go ahead, keep going, keep going.
And that, I feel like that like pushed me even more to just keep going, keep trying. And then I would just stream, 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And we started customs. And I believe
Hmm.
customs is what really helped that push to partner. Because we invited so many people from so many different communities to join in and play. And I felt like that helped with my average. And so after a while, I felt like I was streaming long to meet an average. So it went from streaming long for fun to enjoy my friends to streaming long because it's like we're almost there. And so that one last month, which was technically September,
Hmm.
was Slick being stressed out. If I don't know, Slick what it was literally like my rock during that partner transition. Like it was really, really tough. And she would just calm me down. She was like, technically you're supposed to be partner right now and you met the average, but I'm like, but it says this instead. And she was like really my peace of mind.
Mm.
And so it was one of those things where it was just like, I said, you know what, I announced to the community that I'm pushing for partner, and I almost felt like announcing to people that I was pushing partner was like a mistake. And I thought it was a mistake because I thought that maybe it would like give me some pushback or like things would change. And so during that push, I kind of really like was so confused and so overwhelmed and so stressed out. So long story short, I remember it was a day where I just was crying. I'm telling you, crying in the Target parking lot. Just spent $200 at Target. I should have never went to Target.
Target will get you every time. Every
Target gets you
time.
every time. I should have never went to Target. And it was a tough day. And I got this song. Slick sent me this song, and it was this it was Closer to My Dreams, the original version, right? Um, and so I was listening to that in my car, and I just checked my Gmail, and I'm like, wait. So literally got invited to be partners 7 o'clock in the morning. I didn't find out till 4 p.m. because I was,
Wow.
yes, 4 p.m. And I find out when I tell you my stomach just dropped to the ground. I was just like, what? Like, it's happening. Everybody's like, mind you, fangirl, everyone's like, you should never have told anyone. no one ever gets partner in the first try. These are from partners.
Yeah.
No one ever gets partner in the first time. Your content isn't, and we defied gravity and we made it. So it's a blessing.
Woo, child. Scooby Snacks with the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. Who else? All Gold Calypso. Oh my gosh, that's my D&D character name, Calypso. Welcome in. Let's see. Roni, I see you. I appreciate you. Balloon Puddle. Hi. Scooby. Hey, Scooby. I put up 205. Did you see the video? We were talking about me pushing for 185 squatting, and I got to 205.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Miss Tiffany Chanel, hey. Bowtie Fly, I appreciate you for being here. Oh my gosh, love all of you guys. Welcome in, welcome in. Make sure you are following our content creator for tonight, All Gold Queen. We got her pinned at the top, but then you also see her name in the description. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, everybody. Yes, Devin. But I'm sorry. My brain
No, you're fine.
it short circuits very easily. Like I feel like squirrel, and then that's it. I'm done. Like I'm on to something else. It doesn't take much. You know. Are you a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts person?
Dunkin' Donuts.
What?
Dunkin' Donuts. Mind you, I don't drink coffee.
So what do you get there? You get the tea or something? Or like
No, hash browns.
what?
I believe Dunkin' Donut hash browns deserve more credit than they get. Okay. I don't consume caffeine. I know you're thinking, oh, Queen, she streams 12 plus hours. She's consuming coffee, tea all the time. I drink herbal tea and I just make that at home. But I was going there and getting like their little smoothie, little slush,
Mm-hmm.
strawberry slushy. And then like I was getting breakfast sandwiches and then hash browns. And so, but I've never gone anywhere and bought coffee before.
Okay. All right. No,
I'm an
listen.
alien.
No, listen. I completely support that because I don't really buy coffee either. And otherwise, the coffee is still watered down with like milk. It doesn't really even count. It's just
No.
coloring at that point because
Yes.
the coffee's lighter than me by the time I'm done with it. So it's really no point. But I gotta try those hash browns. I don't know. They're better than the hash browns at Burger King has good hash browns.
They're better than Burger King hash browns.
Oh, all right.
Now, I'm telling you, fangirl.
Y'all heard it here now. We're gonna all go out and we're gonna try these Dunkin' Donut hash browns.
I'm telling you.
I want y'all all
decent.
to tag her. Because I want to know. That's what happens here at Gamer Corner. We won't talk about video games. We'll talk about hash browns. Okay? Because that's But like you were saying, it was like 4 p.m. before you finally got that notification.
Oh my goodness. And like I said, it's like my heart sunk. Like my heart sunk. And I was so excited. And I didn't want to tell anyone. I wanted to make my announcement on stream. And I just said, you know what? I gotta make this tweet because I accepted it not thinking that my partner badge would be on. And so I wrote in like one stream and I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm ruining my own surprise. So I literally stayed up till 2:00 in the morning making like emotes because I just wanted the animated emotes. I wanted the extra emotes. So I stayed up, made my emotes till like 2 or 3:00 in the morning. And I woke up and made my tweet. And I felt like I did something that so many people told me I couldn't do. And that was really it. It wasn't for like, oh, I'm a partner, so I'm going to be this or that. Nothing really changes when you're a partner. People respond to you differently when you're a partner. So if you go into a stream where there's a partner streaming, they may read your comment because of your partner, but nothing ever changes.
Okay.
And so for me, I wanted to do it just to prove people wrong that didn't believe in us.
Mm.
And that's it. That's the motto. So um after that happened, we never changed. I never stopped going to people's streams. I never stopped rating people. I never stopped doing community events. If anything, I felt like I was blessed with more opportunities from more companies so I could do more giveaways. So we can have more people playing games without having to pay out of pocket. And I believe I was blessed with more opportunities outside of streaming because of it. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not any I'm not any richer. So I'm just as broke. So nothing really changed but the check mark,
But the check
honestly. I
mark.
wanted to, yeah, so I wanted to remain true to myself, and that was my goal, and I feel like I'm still remaining true to myself.
Yeah,
So
and I still feel like you're the same person as day one coming into Clubhouse as you are today. Like,
thank
obviously
you.
you're glowing and you have such an amazing energy and everything like that. Like I could see like your growth and how just beautiful soul inside and out. So like
Thank you.
we're blessed to have you. So that check mark was well deserved. And
Thank you.
I'll be yelling and cussing and carrying on. Well, I don't really cuss, but I might drop one cuss word. I might
Okay.
do it. I might do it if they was trying to rob you.
You gotta cuss when we play COD now. I gotta hear one bad word
Oh
out of
my
you when we
gosh,
play COD.
I don't. Listen, and it's funny. My one staff, she like slipped up and cussed in front of me. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to curse in front of you." And it's like, you're older than me. What do you mean? You're like, well, no, because it's just how you are. Like you don't. I was like, I do curse a little sometimes. I don't know.
I love it.
I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
Now you got this. You got this.
Yes. So like, tell us about your like partnerships with like Call of Duty, and then you became part of like Sister Shooters, right?
hmm
I remember that. So like, tell us a little bit more about.
I would say I was one of those people that like really didn't respond to a lot of like brand deals or things in my email if I didn't feel like I could connect to it.
Mm.
And so I feel like one of the biggest opportunities that was offered to me was to be a Call of Duty content creator. And so I'm not a Call of Duty partner where I have my own code. I'm just on their roster of content creators where they send me out swag, they give me games, they give me codes to share with the community. They post me on their social media. And I'm more than likely to have opportunities like being invited to tournaments, being invited to events, depending on how big I grow as a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a blessing in itself. And then another opportunity, I joined my first org, my first stream team, which is Noir, Black Femme Content Creators.
Listen, if you could put in a good word for me, because I saw that they accepting people now. I'm
Yes.
just saying, I'm a slide on.
I love them.
You want to sign off on me?
I got you.
Now, fangirl, what? It's called networking.
I love it. Noir is absolutely a blessing. It's one of those things where, again, I applied and I applied right around the time after I got partner. I applied. I was like, I'm probably not going to get it, but I applied. And I remember like picking my clips for it. And I remember I was on FaceTime with Slick. Again, Slick is like, big shout out to Slick. Slick has been there for every single big moment I have experienced. And I'm like playing my clips, right? And it's this clip where I'm on Rebirth Island. It's an old map on COD. And it's like my strongest boom I've ever screamed, right? So it's just like, let's fucking go! Like the loudest. And when I tell you, I had her in another room because I didn't want to wake her up. So I had her on my phone in another room. When I tell you, she was like, are you okay? What's going on? Because I'm like playing the clip out loud on my laptop, and I'm like, oh, no, everything's fine. I'm just picking clips for this application. So get your clips ready. If you want to apply, get your clips ready. But Poe baby, she's been traumatized this entire process. So I picked my two clips. I picked like a funny clip, a clip that shows my energy, and then like a rapping clip. And I submitted my application, and I'm like, who knows? Who knows, right? I had to start changing my mind from being I'm not gonna get it to listen, at least I put my heart in it.
Yes.
Like at least I put my work in it. Like if I don't get it, I'm gonna just try again next time. Or if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. And so when I got my acceptance email from them, I just was like, yo, like how am I like this is amazing. Like I feel like such an underdog. Like the women of Noir are phenomenal. If you don't know what Noir is, go to my profile, click on my name, and then you see right next to my name, Noir, and you'll get to see so many amazing content creator, Black femme women. They pivotal, like literally trendsetters. Like I'm just telling you, I don't want to speak about one person at a time. But big shout out to our creator Mira. Just phenomenal trendsetters, phenomenal content creators. And I felt like me being someone that is predominantly a shooter, I'm FPS, maybe third person shooters. And I felt like, how can I stand out in a, or how do I fit in a space like this? And I've realized over the couple of years, you have to know you fit in that space.
Yes.
You put your chair down and you tell yourself, I deserve to be in this space and I deserve to represent. And I believe that came off of my application. And I believe like sometimes, you know, how people are like, be humble. Sometimes being humble doesn't really set you apart. Sometimes you have to know what your strengths are and be able to articulate that to stand out. So yeah, it's a blessing.
No,
It was a blessing.
That's
So,
amazing. Yes.
yes. So those are the two biggest things, brand wise. And then I took a pause from accepting things because I just was like, you know, like let me really just focus on my content. So I believe my second year of streaming was very like chill. I was coasted. I got shooters got a shoot with the BIPOC Streamer Awards, which was a blessing. And I felt like that second year was all about me perfecting my craft as a shooter. It was all about me transitioning my content from being more of, you know, demon time, you know, not really caring about how I'm playing, to being able to master engaging with chat and still playing the game very well. Felt like, and I promise you that award actually really pivoted that. Like it made me truly focus on my craft. And that's when I got, like you said, Sister Shooters. I was able to be a coach for Sister Shooters for a while, for the Call of Duty team, which was phenomenal. And then after that, I was like, okay, like, you know, what's next for me? What else can I do? And I got an email from It Gets Better. It Gets Better is a program for LGBTQ youth between the ages of 13 and 17. And they had an ambassador program, and they reached out to me and they were like, hey, we just came across your streams one morning. And I'm like, if you came in my stream in the morning time, I'm probably delusional. At this point, like face just this glossy. I'm shooting the shit. I'm just sorry. I'm just excuse my language, but I'm just saying whatever. So I'm like, oh my God. She probably heard me talking about the nasty things. The nasties. So I'm like,
not the nasties.
The nasties. So I'm like, shoot, I don't know how I'm gonna help some kids. But I my background's in education and post-secondary education, as well as I worked for a high school. So I'm like, I love the kids. I really would love to tell my story. I would love to connect them with people, and I would love to share a message, even if it's not just the youth, even if it's just adults tuning in that want support, to want to find family. So they reached out to me. They're like, yeah, we want you to be an ambassador. So I have a paid Activision with them where I literally get paid to stream. And it was the first time I've ever had anything like that before.
No, that's amazing.
Yes. So that's a blessing.
Yes. And that was good. Like, you know, they reached out to you, which is always when you like open your email and you see that email, you're like, me? Me? And that's, listen, and that's why I tell people, like, I'm telling y'all again, have your contact email somewhere available, because these companies do want to work with you. They look at your content. People are watching you, and they will reach out and be like, We like your content. Let's work together. Let's do something, because they see your worth. Thank you, Guru.
They
I
see
appreciate
you.
you being here. Slick, listen, you was holding it down. All gold
Sorry,
karma.
Shorty. Sorry, Shorty. I embarrassed you, Shorty. I told all your stories. My bad.
just a couple of them. Just a couple of them. The good ones. The good ones. And when I put in my application, my clips, I think I'm gonna add the fire one in it, because I think everybody likes the fire one. Me burning down and almost losing an eyebrow. I think it's essential.
You know, but you look at you now. You prevailed.
I prevailed. I kept my eyebrow. So, we was good. We was good.
So, yes.
So, now that we've been talking for a little bit, let's do the icebreaker. Because I don't like to start off with it. I like to just throw it in the middle after we got a little conversation going.
I like how you did that there.
Yeah, you know how I do. So, yes. Our icebreaker for Gamer Corner is 2 truths and a lie. So you're going to give us 2 truths and a lie, and me and the chat will work together to figure out which one is a lie. Sometimes I ignore the chat and I just pick for myself. And chat, you're welcome to decide as well. So, let's go.
All right. 2 truths and a lie. I play the violin. I've been to 5 countries. I can identify every insect in the U.S. I play the violin. I've been to 5 countries. I can identify every insect in the U.S.
The layman's term or the scientific name for the insects?
Latin and common name.
Violin is the lie. That's what we have in the chat. You said, so wait, say the first 2 again.
The violin. I've been to 5 countries. I can identify every insect in the U.S.
So I feel like either you set me up. So I feel like the last one is the truth, which I think would be really odd. But I feel like, okay. And I feel like you might have played the violin. Can identify all insects in the U.S. Because that last one is wild. But I feel like that's a setup. I feel like that's a red herring. So I don't want to go for that one. Right, Prom? I can see you're doing all of those. But I feel like you might have traveled to more than 5 countries. Because it doesn't take much. Because each, like, Caribbean country is, like, it's its own country. So you do a couple of those, you hit, like, a couple other places, a couple of South America, and then you go to the UK, a couple places over there, and you've had how many? This is hard. So, in the chat, what do you guys think? I want to say the countries. Man, now I'm not sure. Okay. Prince, I don't know if I said thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Thank you. All Go Karma says 5 countries. I'm gonna go with the countries. I don't know if we're wrong, but let's rock with it.
The correct answer, or the lie, is number 2. I have been to 5 countries.
Oh, I got it. Yes. Yes. Now I almost want to like Google all the insects in the U.S. Be like, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, Lepidoptera, the most popular one, butterflies. So yeah, I'm a science nerd. I'm a geek. Obviously, you see all my plants behind me. So really, really big on the sciences. I want to have a plant jumping spider one day. Well, a pet jumping spider one day.
Child.
Yes,
But
I
you
do.
know what? I'm okay with spiders more than snakes.
I love snakes.
No. But I'm okay with small snakes. It's when you see the guys walking around the hood with that white and yellow albino snake around their neck and just walking. No.
The ball. I love that she said walking around the hood because they definitely do, and they'd be at Coney Island too with the ball pythons and
Like,
just
why?
in the.
Like snakes and spiders by y'all wild. Like it's and thank you, Prince. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. See, I
So
think
yeah.
there's something about their eyes. It's the eyes. They
Hmm.
they creep me out. Mm-mm,
They
mm-mm.
are really nice, cool, calm creatures. I used to work in the wild, so I used to collect animals for a living. I used to collect data on the animals that I caught, and so I would have to take them out of the nets. The things that I would put in the water, I would put them in a bay. 24 hours, come back, get them out with my bare hands. And a lot of the aquatic snakes were actually really cool and calm. So yeah, like what you think you know about wild animals is not true. But still, I don't trust everything I see because there's a lot of venomous snakes out there.
Yeah.
But there's some docile snakes out there as well. So yeah.
So he learns like not pets that can end life. But I yeah.
Yeah, so that's the insect one. And then play the violin since third grade. So
See.
I love music. Music's my life. So yeah. Yeah.
Roni said, "Tell us about the praying mantis."
Po Po Ronnie, she had a really bad praying mantis experience. And I too, my praying mantis experience wasn't too bad, but I love praying mantis or praying mantis. I had to collect one for one of my projects actually for school. So it was like 12 o'clock in the morning, right? We
Mm-hmm.
all met out. We had our headlamps, we had our nets, you know what I'm saying? And we're collecting bugs for our entomology project. And so when I'm telling you, I'm going crazy. I'm putting them in my bottle with something similar to it's not ethanol. I can't remember what it was, but it's a substance at the bottom of the jar that's soaked into this white foam. And so I'm collecting bugs and I see this praying mantis, right? And by this time the fumes and everything from my jar are like depleted. And I don't know this. So I this praying mantis is about this big
Oh.
and my jar is about this big. And I'm like, yo, she's gotta be pregnant. Like, I feel so bad, but I need this grade. And I'm just like, I hope that I'm forgiven. So I put her in my jar and she's just in there chilling, right? When I tell you she never dies. So I like, yeah, so I take her home and she's just vibing in the jar. And I said, Lord, I just woke up in the morning and just let her go.
Yeah.
I just let her go. Just live your life with your sister girl, because you was meant to live. So here you go. But when I tell you praying mantis are like they are the most intimidating insect ever. It's so intimidating. Like more intimidating than I mean, roaches aren't insects. Or they are insects, but roaches are demons. So that's different.
They're
They're not
demons. Are they
intimidating.
worse
They're
demons?
demons.
See, are they worse demons than bedbugs?
Oh, hell no.
Right?
Bed bugs are awful.
See,
Bed
so
bugs,
when I
ticks,
have this conversation
awful.
with people,
Oh
roaches
Jesus.
are demons, but I can't deal with bedbugs. So I don't like roaches or bedbugs. You have to pick one to be in your living space. Which one are you choosing?
I'm choosing the higher power. I'm going to heaven. I'm not living with them
Well, you gotta choose.
for
This,
the rest of my life.
not for the rest of your life, just for like a month.
Oh, roaches, easily.
in,
We chilling.
in the chat, which one? Not
I
calling
thought you
on
meant
to take me
forever.
on hold because ain't no way. No. Listen, listen, just for a month, you have to deal with roaches
Oh,
or bed bugs. It's one or the other.
I'm gonna keep it 100. we've all experienced roaches in some shape or form, whether it was at school, whether it was your grandma's house, your auntie house, hell, your house. Doesn't matter. We've all experienced it honestly. I would say 5 times out of 10, roaches do not depict cleanliness of your house. It honestly is a maintenance issue.
Hmm.
It is, especially if you live in the South. And so, and I say that because I wanted to make I went to college and I wanted to do entomology, which is the study of insects. And I wanted to create a spray, right? I wanted to create a bug spray to be able to give to low income homes so they can better maintenance
Oh
like their bug
yeah.
control problems. So we can help with, pest control with invasive species. Um, but that didn't happen. So I ended up
But
not doing that. But
it could still happen
yeah,
because it's still a problem that needs.
still is a
And
problem.
I got this. I'm old, so I got this pension that's chilling, and I got multiple pensions and savings and whatever. So if you need me to invest, no good. I see you over there. I think we got some other investors in the chat. And I think everybody in the chat, what I'm saying, we can start a business now.
All right, now let me know. I get my little Volkswagen Beetle, put my little crown on the top, Queen Pest Control.
Listen,
Woo-
listen. Prince in the chat says, "Child, they mind their business. I'm gonna mind mine." Bowtie Fly say roaches was family. um, they do the run and hide when the lights came on. Look, see, All Go Karma has a few dollars. Listen, Scooby Snack says he's ready too. Listen, we gonna invest.
Yes.
Wait, somebody else said, All Go Calypso said, I'll pick Joe's apartment with the roaches. Yo,
Yes.
that movie was a wild movie though. That was,
Absolutely.
but I laughed, but whatever. But yeah,
I'll take,
man. Listen, as soon as I go to any hotel room, the first thing I'm doing a bed bug check.
Yes.
Y'all, it's wild to me when I hear people like, "Oh, I was bit by all these bed bugs." You ain't checked the bed first. You ain't walk around. You ain't like, how you not looking and wiping stuff down and just spraying and just making sure. I'm looking.
Absolutely.
You gotta look because then you bring them things home. You'll bring them home.
It's a requirement, especially Airbnbs. Airbnbs are 10 times more than likely to have bed bugs.
No.
Yes.
No.
So be careful.
No.
Mm.
No.
Yes.
Always do a room check. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand people. Mm-mm-mm. And you know what? I took I don't know, it was like a science class for non-science majors. Because I was a psych major, so it's like I don't need no math or science. Tell me about your feelings. So we went in. We were like looking. We were gathering bugs. We had like little containers for our bugs and stuff. And we didn't have that many containers, so we like doubled up the bugs. And then we started to like write about them and research them, and we messed up because like the one bug ate the other bug. And we're like, oh, my bad. But write down in the paper because that was great. Take a picture of it. Hurry up.
Was it like your field biology or like biological sciences course?
It was like biological sciences.
Yes, you probably had to do like soldier beetles and all that.
It was whatever we could find in the yard at Rutgers. Like when the kids play frisbee, that's when we were out there with like our little jars and little shovels looking for bugs.
I love it.
Yaktown, hey. Yeah.
Shout out to the science majors. Shout out to the STEM. Big shout out to STEM for sure.
Yes. Okay, so let's actually ask a question. Okay. What is your first memory of gaming?
Whew.
Go back
first
in time.
Memory of gaming. Hold on, let me do my That's So Raven moment.
Chronically I remember. Queen, I see you. Hi.
I remember, and this isn't my first time ever playing a game, but this was like I felt like very important in my life. It was Christmas 1996. And my mom, actually Christmas 1997, and my mom got me a PlayStation for Christmas. Mind you, I'm from a low income background. So Christmas for me was like socks, underwear, PJs,
Mm-hmm.
like essentials. And, maybe like a board game, maybe a Barbie doll, it was, it was essentials, which was okay because, honey, I was excited to wear my PJs or my house shoes. But
Listen.
listen, okay? But this year was something different. It was a PlayStation. It was the original, the PlayStation 1, the gray one, the great
Wow.
PlayStation 1, and it had Rugrats, Spyro, Rayman, and when I tell you, I like that was my first time ever experiencing playing the game for more than an hour. Like I was so addicted to beating games. Mind you, I had my brother's old Sega Genesis and his old 64, but like it was like this is mine. Like this is mine. And so that's when I really got addicted to like really like completing games, which I don't know what happened to me because I haven't completed a damn game yet in my adulthood. I don't know.
Listen,
Never.
listen. Once you became an adult and you had adult money to then be able to buy the games that you want to play, you don't. You have now no adult time to play those games. So, yeah, it's a
I
vicious cycle.
I need to talk to a therapist because I have never completed a game before. And now I'm thinking like so now like my goal this year is to finish at least one horror game.
You
So
could
anyway,
do Amanda the Adventurer. It's
what it is.
a little black girl as the main
Okay.
character, and it's not
Okay.
a long game.
Okay.
And it's right on Steam. And it was very cheap. It wasn't even an expensive game.
Okay. Amanda the
And
Adventurer.
it's a
Okay.
horror game, and you can finish that one.
That's horror?
It's a horror game. You said a horror game.
Amanda the Adventurer.
The. We don't finish games. Listen, Carmen, listen.
Oh, this is cute as hell.
Right?
Oh, girl, you didn't change my life. Okay.
It's a
We
cute
checking
little
this
game.
out.
It's not long. It's like a puzzler, and you learn the story along the way.
I'm checking this out.
Yeah. And
Well,
to
thank
completely
you.
complete it, you have to like find the hidden tapes. But you got it.
Okay.
Justice for Wooly. Yes, I actually was crocheting a Wooly, the little sheep friend that she has. It's
Oh.
creepy. Miss Tiffany.
I like
Chanel.
creepy things.
It's creepy. It's not too scary.
Okay.
Like stuff ain't gonna like jump out at you. Like it's just creepy. And
I'm gonna
dark.
take you up on your offer, okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna take you up on that offer. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try to finish it.
Yeah, you got this. It's real.
I got this.
Yeah, you got this. As long as you find like one of the hidden tapes, you good.
Yes.
And it's really a lot of fun. And the chat will love helping you finish it.
Yes. I'm excited.
Yeah, you got this. You got this. So you do these amazing long streams.
Mhm.
So hours of content is happening. What are like some of like the funniest moments that have happened during those streams? Or even maybe it was like one of the short streams in the beginning. But I'm assuming that, at that 4 or 5 a.m. mark, some weird and wild stuff might happen.
Man, I honestly, I feel like every stream is so funny. And I remember I was like, what exactly? So the beginning was so funny to me because like we would have these things where like Icy and Juice and that was my squad. That was like my trio. I only played with them. And so like the craziest things were just like, people in the chat or, things that happen in the game. And I feel like over time, I was just always like, like every stream is funny. Everything is hilarious. Everything is a joke. I would say recent the funniest thing for me was the creation of Dirtwad. And Dirtwad is a creator. Okay, so there's a creator. His name is Dirty Napkins, and
Yes.
he was playing a game with me one day, and his Go XLR was like went out, and like the soundboard went out, so he could only talk in like a high pitched voice. Yes, and so it was absolutely comedy, and I was just like, "Are you playing with me, Dirty? Like, you for real? You can't turn this off." And I was live, and he just had his voice, and he just called himself Dirtwad. Like, we almost like played on each other's strengths, and so
Mm-hmm.
I acted like it was my nephew. So I called him my nephew, and I'm saying he talked bad about his daddy, which was Dirty Napkins. And when I tell you, it was probably some of the funniest content I ever experienced. Just watching Dirtwad grow. And then I had a 24-hour stream, and Dirtwad was playing with me. And I needed to take a little nap, an hour nap. So SB pulled up. So it's Yo SB and Dirtwad taking over my stream while I was resting. And SB was like, Dirtwad. Like, he was trying to ask him to tell his ABCs. And Dirtwad don't know how his ABCs. And so he was saying like numbers and out of order letters and words. It was the funniest thing in the world. Like, when I tell you, I was so weak. Like, some of the funniest content ever. And like, Durwa ended up having his own channel and him being his own content creator along with Dirty Napkins. And so just being around that was probably funniest. And then the follow-up that would probably be all of my Rap For Me redemptions is me freestyling on stream. They always end up being funny and outlandish and very vulgar. So yeah.
Right,
Yes.
right, Silky.
Never
It sounds
planned.
like a mess in the best way. That's
Yes.
that's great. Like, you guys were playing off each other, and SB jumped right in, and we're like, we're keeping the acting going. All right, let's go.
Yep. Yeah.
I
It
might
was
have been
definitely
asking why
improv.
we doing this. Let's go for it.
It was definitely improv, and I loved it because I I'm blessed to have been streaming for so long, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Icy Puma, Juice Dog, Slick With It, Dirty Napkins, I'll Go Karma, Balloon Puddle, the people that literally, like, Kibiko G, people that play with me every single time. Like, I've had periods of time where I've had the same group, for about 6 months on end. And so I'm so thankful for the people that dedicate so much of their time with me
Mm-hmm.
and share their platforms with me. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I'm able to now stream by myself, which I'm so proud of, because it was a point in my life where I felt like I could not stream without having somebody with me. And so I would never have been able to be influenced to be solo if it wasn't for some of them.
Yeah.
So big shout out to the people that play the game with me every single
Listen,
day.
exactly. That support system is so important, and it
Mm-hmm.
helps you to stand up and stand on your own.
Yes, a
So,
blessing. I love them.
listen, I completely understand that. So, besides a first-person shooter, what are you playing? Anything else right now?
Yes,
What are
I
what are you
am.
playing right now?
Honey, if you was to ask me this question in 2021, I would have said COD, only COD, nothing but COD. And like, I'm telling you, I was COD's biggest fan. And now I can finally say confidently in my life, thanks to chat, thanks to the people that game with me, my family, I am in the space of where I love horror games. I know they're probably like, you love horror games. I do really do love horror games. I just never have. Shout out to Tommy Michelle. I used to always have a guide with me to guide me through my scary games because the puzzles would stress me the hell out. But I loved being scared, if that makes sense. I love horror. I love
Mm-hmm.
scary things. The puzzles were scarier than anything. Like, so I was, so I love horror games. Right now I'm playing this game called Payday 3. It's a game I never thought I would play, but I'm absolutely loving it. And it's giving me like this like bank robbing vibe, but like
Oh, okay.
waves of police, kind of like zombies, but not zombies, because I mean they're it's police and it's scary because they come in waves and a juggernaut comes in another wave. You have to complete these challenges, but it like gives me like those vibes of like these missions and then almost kind of like Left 4 Dead. That's why I keep saying
Okay.
it's like these waves and you have to make, you have to do these certain things. And I don't know, I really loved playing that. So I played that for the first time. Survival games are like that is my like comfy game. I call survival games my comfy game. So my first survival game was like Rust, and then looking into all these other survival games, and that's been fun. And then last but not least, comfy, cozy games like Spiritfarer, and all oh my goodness, I this is a lot of people don't know this. Animal Crossing was like my heart's
Listen,
um yes, had
as
my
the
heart.
Animal Crossing decorating sweat, I understand.
Had my heart. And I'm telling you, fangirl, like I'm telling you, I was really invested in Animal Crossing. And if I could stream it, I would. But I didn't have. I have a Switch Lite,
Okay.
and so I wasn't able to stream it. But that's okay, because I love like being able to have that space. So those are my favorite games right now, other than shooters. And I'm very proud to say that I can say I play things other than shooters. So yeah, that's
Listen.
it.
Hey, Daddy, how are you? But no, I love to hear it. I think everybody else in the chat loves to hear like the variety of games that you also enjoy, and then like,
Yes.
listen, I love my cozy games. Like they're just a chill vibe, and I think
Yes.
I'm like you can't see it because like the background whatever, but like I have my love sack behind me, and I just like hop
Uh-huh.
on there with my little blanket, and I wrap myself up and just play my game and just relax.
I love that. I love that. Just you time. Just to
It
be immersed in the game and just escape from reality is I love it. It's beautiful.
it is. It's so nice. It's amazing.
So, yeah.
Are there any games that are coming out that you're looking forward to? 'Cause I know we just had like
Yes.
a bunch of different like directs and first play and blah blah blah. A bunch of different things have come out. Even though we didn't have like E3 like normal, but we did have some various um, presentations that came out of what's coming up. So what are you looking forward to?
I do have early access for MK1, which is it's out now, but I'm looking forward to actually finally playing that.
Okay, wait, hold on,
So
hold on. Who's your main?
I don't know yet. I'm going into this
What?
blindly. I haven't played in so long, but I'm going to go into this blindly
Well, who
because
used to be your main?
for MK,
Everybody has their
can I
favorite.
can I be honest with you?
Listen, there's really no wrong answer here. I really don't think there is. I mean, is there a wrong answer, people? 'Cause
Hmm.
I don't.
I think mine is the wrong answer.
I don't think there's a wrong answer in choosing your fighter for Mortal Kombat.
I like I'm gonna be basic, and I want to be basic. Like
There's no
I
basic.
want
Go ahead.
I Sub-Zero. That's just me. Like that.
He's
I was
classic. Classic.
I was always I could main Sub-Zero. I played it on my PlayStation. Like MK was like, like, but everyone else, I mean, I don't know. Like
So
I was
Jason
just a
Mars.
basic Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
There's
Like,
listen. Those are classics. If you go back
you
to
know.
the OG original Mortal Kombat
Uh-huh.
1, you only had but like 8 people to pick from. So
Exactly.
that's who it was.
Exactly.
C007, I
Mhm.
see you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. But
So when MK10 came out, I believe
mm-hmm.
it came back in like that came out in like 2000 and like 14, 2015 maybe. There's this character called, her name is Devora, and she's got like all the little insects and stuff. So I was super invested in her. I seen me in her. She was really hard to master and really hard to beat people with. Like I ended up finding myself like spamming a lot of things to like win
Oh.
my fights, but she just really wasn't like a strong enough character to truly like main. But yeah, she's another one I forgot about. So yeah, yes, Devora was nice, honey. Yes.
Listen,
So yeah.
like my main has always been Raiden. I'm always gonna rock with my boy Raiden since day
Wait,
one.
who was your main?
Raiden
Oh,
since
it
day
just
one.
works.
Yeah, so
It
it's like it's
works.
OG. It's OG. I
Yes,
went
it just
into
works.
like the arcade. I was like, "What's this game? I've never seen this one."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the lightning guy because he looks like the dude from Big Trouble in Little China. Okay, I'm gonna rock with him, and I've been with him ever
Mm-hmm.
since. So
You
listen,
can never go wrong. You can never go
you
wrong
can
with
never
that.
go wrong with the OGs. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
So they can never be a wrong answer,
Yes.
in my humble opinion. Now, if you're just playing somebody that you're gonna spam kick the whole time, that's a problem. D Willie, hey! Oh, dirty napkins. We were just talking about you. We heard
Daddy.
we heard about Dirt Wad.
Yes, yes, dirty. I told her the funniest
Thank you,
dream
sweetie.
memory is the creation of Dirt Wad for sure. Hands down. Oh, you know what else was funny? Sorry to be on a tangent.
No, let's go.
The craziest thing that has ever happened, and I've never seen anyone do this on stream. So Dirty was playing with me, right? And my favorite thing to do was to raid Dirty because like I was very like adamant on making sure he streamed while he played with me so I can raid him.
Hmm.
So one time I'm like, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. We've been up for like 13 hours. So I sneak and raid him and he's like, Queen, like he's like, I have something to do. I have a project I need to work on. I was like, okay, well, just raid me back. So he raided me back and I ended up staying on stream. And then when he was ready, we went back and raided him back again. It was a 3-part raid and unreal. When I tell you, everybody was just like, "Hey, Queen," and then "Hey, Dirty," like they were just with it. They were with the shenanigans, and I thought it was absolutely crazy,
No, listen.
crazy.
I love that. And you know what?
Hmm.
We should like do an improv night. Like get like those questions and like
Hmm.
okay, like set the scene and then or the one game. Basically all the games that they play on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Uh
Basically
huh.
all those games. Steal that. Lines from a hat, all that, and then we'll do that. That would be so much fun.
There's so many creative people in this community. So many people that don't even know they're creative. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even realize the impact that they're making. And
Hmm.
I feel like that'd be a really great thing to do with the community.
That would be
For real.
hilarious.
Like,
Especially like we have to do the game where you can only answer it in a question.
man, I miss Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I still watch. I watch reruns because they make me laugh. I don't.
Yes.
I watch that and I watch Golden Girls.
Okay.
Listen, sometimes I don't even want to touch a video game or my computer or anything,
Hmm.
and I just put on some Golden Girls and let it play.
Exactly. And vibe out with yourself. Mhm.
Okay, so you express interest with the first person shooters, but then also horror, and then figuring out the puzzles and things of that sort. So if you were to design your own game, what would that look like?
So I thought about this like a lot actually. Like if I was ever like in a space of like game design or game development, and the game I would design is a horror game,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's a horror game with all black characters, right? You see these horror movies and the black people always die first. Well, this one is gonna be you'll be able to choose like all black characters, and it's set up. Sounds so crazy. It's set up in a hood. It's a hood horror game, and it's more like set up like survival. So instead of it being so big on all these puzzles and all these jigsaws and all these confusing things, like it's jump scares and it's survival. So a survival horror game, you make it through multiple levels of the hood, and you go through and you you collect all these different things. And I'm telling you, you can't tell me you would not play no game like that. You
I
cannot tell me.
Cause like think about it, like you have like Until Dawn or whatever, so it's like a group of friends some make it alive, some don't, depending on your decisions, depending on
Uh-huh.
what you do. So it would work. It'll be set in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how hood are we going? Are we doing like light hood? Or are we doing Camden? Like, what level of hood are we going with?
We're gonna be in the peas. We're gonna be in the peas. For real. They're gonna be in the peas. Think of it like, those haunted houses where you gotta get all the way to like the top level.
Yes.
Like in order to get out and get your bread. It's gonna be something like that, right? Now it's not when I say you're gonna be in a hood, it's not gonna be one of those things where you know how people depict the hood and they end up slandering the black community or they're making a mockery of the black community.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be like one of those things. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be able to like it's gonna be an education piece to it all, right? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be able to make it out of an adversity and make it like, like deluxe apartment to the sky high, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta make it out without dying, type shit. So I'm telling you, sounds crazy, but it's gonna be educational. It's gonna be scary, jump scare, all of that. But yes, that's my game, and I'm sticking to it.
And it's cool because, like, think about it. Like, so if you like make it to a certain level, like then you have like the auntie that always sells dinners, so that would like revive you. Like that give you
That's
like if you had any like health issues, like that will get your health back up.
That is sick.
Because come on, if you lived in an apartment building and you actually made friends with your neighbors,
Mm-hmm.
and so and so, like, wait, hold on, what you making?
It's gonna be about a ginger ale when your health is low, and you want to get when you start
Oh my
feeling
gosh,
sick.
could you imagine? You have to like have like you know a form or version of like the Price is Right, and you get like extra power up. So you drink the ginger ale
Mm-hmm.
and then play like a version of the Price is Right that won't get you sued. And
I'm telling you, the ideas are unlimited with this, but I'm telling
so it's
you,
gonna be a Robert Townsend type horror movie, Silky Lettuce.
yes, yes.
I'm here for it. That actually sounds a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. So stay tuned.
I'm here for it.
Stay tuned.
If you ever need a voice actor, you let me know.
I will
I'm here for it.
absolutely,
I'm here for it.
absolutely, absolutely.
So, as a woman in, the male industry,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. What are your thoughts on the gaming industry currently, and where do you see it 10 years from now?
My thoughts on the gaming community and the gaming industry currently, I believe changes. It's evident, but it's quite slow. I believe change is not just one person's responsibility, not just one game's responsibility. And I feel like other games do better than others.
Mm-hmm.
You have the games that do the little caveats, Black History Month and Pride Month. And then you have the games that are down with the equity and inclusion from the beginning to the end, like Apex Legends. I believe Apex Legends is a game that does such an amazing job. I believe DBD does a pretty good job. There's so many games out there that I feel like are doing such a good job with the display, the image of people of color, of underserved communities, and I love that. There's still gotta be a change though. I mean, when it comes to the tournament space, I believe it's still it's a white male dominant space.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those opportunities for women to join esports is quite little to none, and it could be a space where it's always like, oh, we'll have this org for women. Well, when are we integrated? When are we able to have a seat, not just a seat at the table? When are we able to make decisions? When are we and so I feel like for it to be 2023 and that's not apparent yet, still very slow moving from to me. It's a blessing to be in this space, especially to be in a COD space where
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have the lowest representation, we have the lowest support, and we have the lowest inclusion, because I feel like I'm able to represent, I'm able to be my genuine self and hopefully influence more women that look like me to be encouraged to stream, to be encouraged to play the game, to be encouraged to speak up, to be encouraged to take risks. And you know, I'm not the biggest streamer in the world. I'm not. Like, I don't have much pull at all. But what I do know is I have a voice.
Yeah.
And if I change up to fit any other space, I'm gonna lose my voice and I'm gonna lose my goal, which is to increase inclusivity. And I feel like me as a streamer, why do I have to only be the only one doing it? Why aren't there more companies doing it? So
There
little
you
by
go.
little, I'm seeing change, but I feel like change is so moving, and I feel like once they drop one black character, they feel like check mark in their book till next year.
They're
So I
done.
would, yeah. So I would really like to see a change, and I would like to see better hairstyles with our black
Ooh,
operators,
tell it. Them hairstyles. Either they're like
please.
it's two like extremes. Either they're like the worst you could ever see, or they're like amazing. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I love this. You
Hmm.
understand a fade, like like you understand how locks would move. You know.
Exactly. So those are my aspirations for the gaming. I would say I am not hopeless. I'm hopeful,
Hmm.
and I'm not letting up, because change is forever. You have to always push towards change. You don't just change something and you just go on and expect it to be consistent.
Yes.
You got to put in the work towards it. And I haven't seen too many people do that in the gaming industry. They're trying, but it's
Hmm.
going to be a continuous process. So, yeah.
No, for sure, for sure. Okay, so are you ready for the hardest question of the night?
Oh, yes.
All right, here it is. What is your favorite game of all time? It could be a tabletop. It could be a video game. It could be a board game. It could be a card game. It could be dice. It could be dominoes. There's any type of game. What is your favorite game of all time?
Hands down, favorite game of all time. And this is a tie
Okay.
between Spades and Uno. Favorite game of all time.
Ooh.
Spades and Uno. It's what I was raised on. It's what I know.
Okay.
Okay. And I felt like mastering spades it's just like, sometimes it's like the first thing you ask somebody, you know how to play spades? When they say no, you almost just like, hmm, what you been doing with your life?
Like yeah, like ooh, you don't know how to
You
play
know?
spades?
I don't play spades. Like, and then Uno is more like, there's so many memories with Uno, whether it be with family, with friends in college and school. Like, it's like Uno is one of those things where if you could play with your kids, you can play with whoever, but it's such a good game to just bring everybody together when you don't got, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't afford a lot of stuff, like I said, and so like
True.
we always had a deck of cards,
Always have
and
a
we
deck of
always had
cards.
Uno,
Yes.
always. And so yeah, I love it. Like my biggest memories is playing Uno with my big brother and my mom, and like this is a little personal, but I'm just keep it 100. So my brother was in prison when I was growing up. And so him being in a penitentiary, you can actually be with them. Like they're not just behind a wall. So you can
Hmm.
sit together, be in a room together. And so literally that's what we did. We would play Uno, we would play spades. When I tell you, I used to mess him up in them games. Like I'm telling you, I used to, like, it was like my goal. And at that time, the youngest I ever was there going there is like a 6, 7 year old. And I was excited to go play spades with him, play
Hmm.
Uno with him as a little kid, but it's just a little thing. It's the little things. And I feel like that alone has like always has left an imprint on my life. So super simple, super basic, but a lot of meaning behind it.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. Those two games definitely bring family together, or
Hmm.
like Suki Lettuce, the games that ruin friendships and families. Yeah, no,
Forever.
it could cause some furniture moving to happen, But
Listen.
it it's all love. Like it's such great memories just sitting. I used to love when my mom, my aunt, and our two cousins, they would come over. So they was like, all like my mom's generation. And they would come over and my mom would fry up some chicken, cook all this food, and they would just sit around and play spades. And that's how I learned how to play spades, was watching them play. And like those type of memories, like those are core memories that we all have, you know?
Mm,
So
I love this. It's just like you'll always hold on to that. You always have the memories. It doesn't always have to be like, that trip to Disneyland, and all it's the little things. And I think the older I get, the more I appreciate the little things.
exactly. Those are those are things that really matter.
Mhm.
Calypso, you never learned how to play dominoes? Yeah, I had a Jamaican grandfather, so it wasn't no choice but to know how to play dominoes. We ain't have a choice. Yeah, he got like a
Exactly.
custom like ivory set for my brother made. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, we
I
ain't have
love
a choice.
dominoes. We'll teach you how to play dominoes,
We
Calypso.
got you.
Don't worry.
We got you. It's
We'll
really
get you
not,
right.
it's not that hard.
It's not that hard at all. No, it's just
Mm-mm.
math.
Yeah.
It's math.
So
Simple math.
with your Uno, because remember it was like a whole fight on Twitter with the creators the of Uno who said we were playing the game wrong,
Mhm.
which obviously they were wrong. I don't know what they don't know how to play their own game.
Mhm.
Um, do you stack? Can you stack a draw two? Like what are your rules?
I'm stacking same colors. Okay, so I'm stacking. Okay, not same colors. I'm stacking. Okay, I'm lying. I'm
what?
stacking
Yes.
draw twos.
What are all gold queens house rules for playing Uno?
We stacking draw twos.
Yes.
We're not doing no 1, 2, 3, 4s. Like we're not doing that. We're not doing. I don't know whose idea that was. We're not doing that. Stacking draw fours easily. Stacking reverses, reverses, and reverses and reverses, and we're stacking the same numbers. But I refuse to stack like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like five. Now I don't know who came up with the idea, but someone tried to do that to me. I was like, we don't do that. No. And we're only drawing one. If you don't find a color, we're only drawing one. We're not doing the
Oh,
whole
you're not
drawing
gonna
until you
keep
find a
plucking. Okay.
no. Mm. Not
Okay.
here.
So you're not keep plucking. Um. So, but you can't mix the draw twos and the draw fours. Do you mix the draw twos and draw fours?
And who does that?
There's people
Oh,
who do
that's
that. Juice Dog was good. Welcome in. They'll mix
who
the
does
draw twos
that?
and draw fours.
No.
And then if they have like, two or three or two like red sevens, they'll put them down at the same time. Do you do that?
Yes. 2 red 7s?
Yes.
Yes.
You what? No. Put down one card.
No, you can stack those. They're twins.
They're twins.
Yes. Yes. I just mean you stack those. One card is braces. That's what I'm saying. Like, finger, we're gonna be fighting.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have to establish those rules. And for
They're
me,
twins.
you gotta keep picking until you get something you can throw down. Gotta
Oh
keep
no.
picking. So if that
Oh.
means you have 15 cards and you were almost at Uno, that's what it is. Keep picking until not the stackers. Thank you.
We're gonna be fighting.
If you see red, he be cheating on Uno. I believe it. I believe
Oh
it.
my goodness. I played Uno on you know what? That was another one of my funniest moments. I did my first ever IRL stream in Atlanta with Tommy Michelle and Red Got Issues.
Mm-hmm.
And Slick Witted, Juice Dog, and Dirty Napkins was there. And we played Uno on stream. Drunk as a skunk. And
Oh,
when I tell you I don't know how we made it work, but we did. And it was comedy. That whole stream honestly was comedy. Like like the clips that we've got from it. I was getting height, like they were measuring my height. Some people were measuring the height in the background. I was doing a little leg bend. It was a lot going on. I don't know how we did not. I don't know how we were still, within TOS, but it was definitely a good stream. It was a really good stream. So yeah, good times, good times.
No, that sounds amazing. I do want to go down to Atlanta and see everybody though.
You have to.
It's in my plans. You know how it is. Cause then I also like to vacation. So if I gotta cut stuff, like listen, I wanted to see you. I love you, I do, but I was on an island, so my bad.
Ain't no take care of yourself. I am inspired by that. I love seeing people do solo trips, and I want to just go out the country.
Yes,
I'm inspired by it.
it's the best thing. Just go, just leave the country, get that stamp in your passport, go by yourself.
Me too. I don't got 5, as you can see, so I only have like one stamp, 2 stamps. So yeah,
Okay, well then.
we'll get there.
So what you're saying is we need to get you another stamp.
Yes,
Cause I was
yes.
looking, cause from next year for my birthday,
Uh huh.
I want to be in the villa that's on the water. So like you step out and you dive into the water.
Yes.
But I want it to be in the Caribbean, and I want
Okay.
it to be all inclusive. So like
Okay.
it's very, cause like I don't want to fly 15 hours to get to something like that. No, I'm wasting. That's
Mhm.
wasting a whole day. No, 4 hours and I'm there.
Can you do like Turks? Maybe.
They don't have that. That's also all inclusive. That's the thing, because I also want it to be all inclusive.
Okay.
So I've seen a couple places. So I'm gonna let y'all know.
Give
I'm
me
a,
right. Give me right.
I'm a book and I'm gonna let y'all know. Like I
Okay.
purposely am picking up extra like swimming lessons so I can be amazing at swimming. So when I dive off and I just flip over and start doing the backstroke and stuff, and y'all be like,
I love
"Damn girl,
it.
really?" I'm like, "Yes, that's
I love it.
what I'm doing."
I love it.
Yes.
You got this.
Listen, I got it. So what would you say to someone who's first starting out in their streaming content creation career? Oh, so really?
All right. Can't stand also. I love it, bro. Um, Something I would say to someone who's first starting out. I actually get this question a lot, and I love answering this question. Um, because it's like, what a perfect time to truly like give somebody some pointers, you know?
Hmm.
And this is what I always say: be yourself, be genuine. Don't try to be like someone you watched on stream. Don't try to copy anyone's style, because you would not be able to uphold that for a long time. So be yourself, be genuine. Play games that make you happy. Play
Hmm.
games that it doesn't matter who's playing it, because I've heard so many times in so many spaces I was in, it was like, oh, you're playing COD. That's oversaturated. You shouldn't play that game.
Oh,
Everyone's playing it.
I hate when people say that. That's
Yes.
oversaturated. I'm like,
It's oversaturated. You're not going to be discovered. You think I'm playing this to be discovered? I'm playing this because it makes me happy, and it's the reason why I'm here. So play games because they make you happy. Don't care about the views, and continue on with that. When it comes to numerics, when it comes to just numbers in general, don't care about. Don't check your viewers. Don't look at your viewer list.
hmm,
Don't see how many views you have. Don't be obsessed with the numbers. Don't be obsessed with the subs. Don't be obsessed with like the biddies. Like, don't be obsessed with who's in your stream and who's not. Oh, well, I seen Chico in your stream, but why wasn't Chico in my stream? Like,
mm,
you need to truly enjoy content. And when you're in your space, be focused on your viewers who are there, the people that are present. Once you become focused on all these different areas, you then take away from the viewer's experience. You then take away from the overall, like, your mood. And we can tell, we can see it. We know when you're worried about something. We know when you're thinking about something. So when you put pressure on yourself and you're hard on yourself, it exudes and it becomes contagious. So truly, like, enjoy it. If your head is not in the game and if you're having a bad day, don't turn your stream on.
T-
Do not.
Tell it. Yes.
Do not. Again, like, because people can feel that. People can tell it. Another advice I tell people is to not compare yourself, not to compare someone else's journey with yours, not to compare how people engage with others compared to how they engage with you. There's a lot of self-realization, but the biggest thing, and it's my favorite thing ever to say, other than play the games with the people you love, that's always important, is to go to your viewer streams. Go to your viewer streams. I don't know where along the lines where people thought that people owed them something. Meaning, I've met so many people that are like, why aren't these people coming to my streams? And I've never seen that human being in anyone else's stream either. So I'm just like, what are you do? You just turn your stream on and then turn it off, and just go make you something to eat and just go and live your life. I understand people have jobs. I understand people have lives, children, dogs, but you cannot tell me that you wanted to be a content creator and you did not make time to support the people that support your content. Go to other people's streams and raid out. Raid out. I don't care if you have one person. I don't care if you have 0. Raid out. Share your community. Don't be afraid of any of the fears you have about raiding. You may get a bad raid. You may raid somebody and they just be like, oh, hey, fangirl, and go back to the game. You may get somebody to see your raid and act like they don't see you. Go back to the game. Ooh. Don't let that fear stop you from sharing your community with people that you're going to love for a lifetime. If it wasn't for raids, I wouldn't have met half the people I know. I'm going to keep it honest with you. If it wasn't for me going into my viewers' streams and getting to know them, I wouldn't know half the people that I know. So I say all that to say, like, just get to know people, be genuine, and don't be so narcissistic. Don't be so self-driven to where all you care about is yourself, all you know is yourself. Yeah. Take time. I'm not, you don't, even if you just lurking, that's okay to just lurk. That's okay, because honey, I can tell you something while lurking easily. I'm in the kitchen, I seen what was happening to you. I probably can't write in your chat. I probably mentally just don't have the energy to write in your chat, but I'm lurking. Do unto others is what you would want done to you. Okay? Simple as that. And that's what I tell people. And I promise you, Finger, I tell them all of that while I'm playing Call of Duty, while I'm engaging with my chat. I'm still answering those questions because those are the moments that matter. Those questions matter. And that will either make or break their decision to stream. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So, yes. That's it. That's me. I get real passionate about it, but like,
no, we love that. Yes. We like to hear that.
Yes.
That was an honest take. Fine. Like that's the truth. Mm-hmm. That's the truth. Like, yeah.
Love your lurkers.
Love your lurkers and go into your viewer stream. Like, that's amazing. Like, I totally agree with that. Like, try to pull up and then also protect your energy. If your energy's off, don't turn on that stream. Just don't.
Hell no.
But yeah, lurk is love. Thank you. I'm watching you people. I appreciate the biddies. Thank you. But yeah, lurk is love. Because sometimes, listen, you might only get like 2 sentences out of me, and then I got a grade and I don't have the energy. I ain't got nothing for you. Me and the Golden Girls are gonna hang out, but I'm gonna have you up on the computer until I.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That ain't no problem.
Listen, sometimes that's what you gotta do.
Exactly. So, and I can't, I can't be thankful enough for my mods, and I feel like always making sure that you show your love, whether it's verbal, whether it's in stream, whether it's, in group chat, whether it's in Discord, like showing love and being affirming. A lot of people don't like affirmations because they're not used to it.
True.
I'm gonna affirm the hell out of them. I used to be one of those people, and I probably still do it. I don't know. I would be ready to raid out, and it'll take me anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour to raid out because I'm going down the list and I'm thinking every single person. I promise you. Now I don't go down the list because I know it makes lurkers uncomfortable to hear their name.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't do that anymore. But I definitely go down the list of everyone that played the game with me, the mods, all of that stuff. Like it's just because it's just like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
Listen,
And so yeah, that's me.
I
And I
appreciate.
hope so. I hope someone learns from that. I hope someone takes something from me and implements it.
I. Oh yeah. No, I know you've touched a lot of people and definitely guided people. So keep teaching. Keep lighting other
Thank
people
you.
up. We love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, any additional thoughts and comments? We're coming to the end of season 2, episode 2 of Gamer Corner.
I would say thank you again for the BIPOC Streamer Awards
Oh,
and creating that platform. I feel like I know like you probably hear so many different things about the impact it makes, but I would say just for me specifically, since this is a space where you are, kind of giving me the floor, I would say what it did for me, like to get streamer of the year for Twitch, what that did to me was it kind of was like a confirmation, right? People pick and choose like what they want to be affirming or whatever, but it was a confirmation for me that like I'm doing okay, like I'm doing the right thing. And I have so many moments where I have self-doubts.
mm,
I suffer from mental health concerns. I have moments where I just like feel like I'm like not a good content creator, and I have moments where I feel like I'm failing my community, I'm failing my mods, I'm failing myself. And I just know like that self-doubt a lot of that times it's just like that's a sign like girl, you need a little break. So I would take my breaks. I take my breaks. I go to Brooklyn. I'd refresh, I'd restart, and I'd do it all over again. But I would say like just winning Twitch Streamer of the year was a blessing for me, and it truly changed the way I make my content. And it was just
mm-hmm,
like another another layer, another chapter where I'm just like, all right, like what's next? What can we do now? Instead of like, oh, we got this award. Okay, cool. It
mm-hmm,
just makes me want to be better. It makes me want to like, okay, you got that award. Why did you get that award? And I want to like make my content even better. And I feel like ever since that moment, I've just really just have been very immersed in different games
mm-hmm.
and different shooters and taking risk and being more excited about content creation before then I was very kind of like shut off, solo, doing my own thing, not really consistent. And so I just want to thank you for opening that platform for so many streamers that feel so small, so forgotten about, so almost like just feel like they're just unseen, and you created a space where they were given their flowers, they're
Oh,
reaffirmed, and
thank
given
you.
another chance to go crazy and go back at it and just truly like kill the game. So thank you for that. Thank you for highlighting us. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to make that happen, and your team as well. Thank you to your team as well. That's not go unnoticed. I am just my heart is still full from it. I'm not a braggy person, so I don't bring it up. And I was forced to bring it up in one situation. I was getting interviewed for something. I was just like, how do you even know? You know what I'm saying? Like, who told you? And just like, oh yeah, another streamer told us. And I just was like that feels so good. You know, that feels so good. And so thank you for that opportunity. And yeah.
No, like no, thank you. It was so amazing just to sit down and like celebrate so many amazing content creators and streamers, and then to learn about so many more. Like I wanted to make sure everybody saw the plethora of people that are across the board that we
So
wouldn't
many.
know. And then, I it's time consuming, but we go through everybody's content to see, like, are you in the right
Uh-huh.
category? Can we make this work? Well, we can leave you in this category. But we have to watch the content to make sure everybody's on the up and up and they're good.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
like, everybody meets so many new creators, and like
Hmm.
you're amazing
Thank
content
you.
creator, and you should have had more awards before that. And so many other people
Um,
were like, this is my first award." I'm like, "How, Sway? What you mean?" Like, and so, like, I want to continue to, like, celebrate, and then hopefully we'll get enough money in the coffers to do an in-person one. um Not quite sure when that'll happen, but, like,
mhm.
we gotta chase it. They might give a little bit more to the other people. That's all right. We're gonna keep building and keep making this space and keep investing. We'll get there. We'll be there. We going It'll probably be a award show slash convention, because it probably just makes the most sense. That's what I see happening. Um, is
Well,
going going
thank you for like devoting your time, putting your heart in it. Your
Thank
vision
you.
was clear, and yeah, I'm just very thankful for you.
Yeah,
Very
thank
thankful
you.
for you
Thank you.
and your
Thank you.
team,
Thank you.
of course.
So, again, thank you so much for being here on Gamer Corner. We are
Thank you.
wrapping up for the night. It was great to sit down and just hang out with family and just chit chat. We went off the rails, and I love that. I prefer for the interview to go completely off the rails, and I might only ask actually 7 real questions. Um, I love it, and we're going to keep going with that. So, as always, here on Gamer Corner, the content creator guides the raid. So, who are we raiding to?
We're rating Push Play the DJ.
Oh, Push! Uh,
Hmm.
he enjoys Arby's, but we still love him
Yes.
despite that. Let's
Yes.
see.
I love me some Push.
Push is amazing. So,
Yes, and Push is the reason why I got Twitch partner as well. He mentored me and helped me write my essay. He guided me, he encouraged me, and I felt like there's no other place I would rather be with this rate.
hey,
So yeah.
Tyler, I see you over there. No, we're not banning Push for like an Arby's. We just pray for him. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. So we're going to raid out to Push Play the DJ. Party Animals. Huh, I don't know what that is, but that's alright.
Yay. It's
Yes.
a new fun game.
D Wale, hey. He likes the meat. I can't. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much again, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Go forth and show some love to Push. Tell him that we sent you and that he should be on Gamer Corner next. We have some great people coming up. Obviously, we're going into the holidays, so it might start getting sporadic. We have, New York Comic Con, we have TwitchCon, so it's, I'm gonna be there. This game recording is gonna be sporadic. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And then once we probably get after Christmas, we'll be back to more of a regular every other week without any breaks for the most part. I'm gonna say that, speaking into existence. That's what we're going with for scheduling. But all right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your night. I appreciate everybody for being here. You guys were amazing. Amazing information from Queen. So you guys really take that with you and apply it into your content creation or just supporting your favorite content creators. If you are just a watcher, we appreciate you. All right, guys, until we meet again. Bye. Raid out. Raid out.